Hi dear students, I know that your exams are nearing and you are all well prepared for your exam. Preparation and presentation are two different aspects. In this video, we will discuss about presentation skills which you have to implement while writing your answers. Scoring high in exams mostly relies on your presentation. To improve your presentation skill, this video gives you some tips. The first thing when you enter the exam hall you should remember is effective time management. You should plan your time according to your question paper so that you can finish every question on time. So here I have given a sample of division of timing according to 3 hours examination over 75 marks. So you can divide the time and the total marks so that you will get how much time you have to spend it for each topics. For example, here long essay questions for around 12 marks you should spend time of 25 minutes, and for short essays of 7 marks you have to spend time of 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes, and every short notes you should take 10 minutes to complete the short notes. So like this, if you divide the time and the hours so that you will get a specific time how to complete your question paper on time. So but make sure that you leave around 10 to 15 minutes at the end to revise and recheck your answers. First tip, your writing should be legible and visually appealing. So the evaluator should feel comfortable when he look into your paper. So at least while writing the starting of the questions, make sure you write slowly so that your handwriting looks good and legible. The next tip is draw margins. Most of the question booklets comes with the margins, but make sure that you put proper question numbers for every question you attend. Avoid mistakes in first few pages. This is very, very important because it gives a best impression. The first impression makes it always good. So try to avoid mistakes in the first few pages. You can select the question which you know very well so that you can attend it as a first option. When you write your answers, you remember especially the essays, you have to start with the title and definition. So whatever questions you are writing, you spend 1 minute or few minutes to write a title and a definition so that you can start with the other content next. So here it is an example of a sign posting method which you can use it for your essays. When you write essays or long essays or even short notes, remember you have to start with a title and an introductory lines, and then you will divide the main content into headings and subheadings, and each subheading you can explain it by points. So when you explain by points, you remember you have to put bullets. You can use any kind of bullets like tick mark or star or a hyphen. So whatever it is, but you use it uniformly in your paper. So this is an example of an answer sheet I have given here, where they have explained in the same way what I said. The next essay, when you write, you remember that you have to start with title, introduction, body of the content, what is the main answer, you have to write it in the body, and then with a conclusion. When you make mistakes while writing, just put a straight line on top of it. Don't scribble the whole content. Add visuals and flowcharts and mind maps. This is very important so that this helps the evaluators to know the exact points what you are writing, and it gives a good appeal. So add visuals and flowcharts when necessary, especially when you draw diagrams. Make sure that you are following the university rule which is mentioned in the front page of the answer sheets. Don't use color pens or any other things which may reduce your marks. When you write difference between, make sure you divide the column into 2 and write. So if you are not knowing the differentiation, the best thing you can do is you can write the definition of each thing with an example. So that itself gives you 2 marks. So if you don't know the difference, at least you write what is its definition, and the example of one content. So make sure that you divide the column into 2. Don't write in paragraphs. Underline the important points which you want the evaluator to focus on. This is a very important aspect. So you are supposed to use blue and black. You can underline the content with a opposite color. For example, if you are writing a blue with blue, you can underline the important points with black. Or if you do write with the black, then you can underline with the blue. So this is an example of an answer sheet where student has underlined the important points. When you write give reasons, it comes in medical nursing questions. Always write the question first and then write because, and you start writing the appropriate reason. So you have to follow what is given, because, and then the reason. If you find it 2 or 3 reasons, write it in points and try to explain all the reasons, because we don't know what the answer key contains. So it is better to write, if there is more than one reason, write it with points, all the reasons. When you need diagrams, you have to draw the diagram. When you draw a diagram, you have to give a title to the diagram and marks the parts. So this is very important. Don't be very stingy when you draw a diagram. You draw it a little bit in a bigger size with the title and the parts. Avoid using other color pens except blue and black. For this, I always advise the students to read what is given in the university question papers or answer sheets in front. What are the rules and regulations? You read it carefully and accordingly you use the pen. Don't use short notes or short words or abbreviations like diabetes mellitus. You don't write DM, because I know that we all are very familiar and very comfortable with the lot of abbreviations we are using in WhatsApp and other social medias, but make sure that you are not using it in your answer sheets. Do not leave any questions unattended. So every question, if you are leaving it, there is chance of reducing marks. So if you want to score better, it is best to attend all the questions whatever has been asked. Don't forget to go through your paper at the end. Make sure you write the question numbers correctly and attended all the questions. So you have to check at the end all the questions have been answered and check whether the proper question number has been put. Hope this content may help you in your exam paper presentation. Best of luck, students, for your exams. Thank you for watching the video.